All right, cool, cool, cool. Mic check. Looks good. Yep. Zoom out here. All right. All right. Let me go ahead, get these levels put on. We got news coming out at 10 a.m. So with that, right, I'm going to wait for the news to drop. And go from there. All right, so let's get these levels. Let's get a bias. Let's look at what's actually going on here. All right, from a higher time frame perspective. While we wait for this news, we got about 12 minutes before that happens. So first things first, I'm looking over at oil. Oil pushing back towards this high right here. This is obviously that spike from when the war got pretty intense, right? And price is pushing back towards that high. And that looks like the draw, right? So that's telling me we could look for lower here on gold, which should essentially lead to lower on the indexes as well. Looking at this daily chart, we have this daily high being taken out over here on oil, but we haven't taken out any daily lows over here. So this will be a draw, previous daily low. Mark that out as a draw for gold. Got the EMA. Look at how price is rejecting this EMA here. Vice versa. Look how price is bouncing off the EMA over here. Nice. So I'll go down to the 30-minute, start marking out these overnight levels here. We have this midnight level, which will be the London opening price for me. All right, then you have this Asia low here. These are going to be the draws for lower. And you can see this 30-minute EMA holding up nicely right now. So hopefully 10 a.m. gives us a power of 3. We push higher, reject something that's already been rejected, and look for shorts lower. All right, maybe even sweep out these London highs if price wants to push up to this area. We do have this imbalance here that can be liquidity. Price can want to fill that in before going lower. Pretty nice. Weekly opens, that's a big part of the game here. So we have this Asia weekly open. We get above it. Notice how we're using this as support. Really nice support level. All right, so if price wants to stay above here, then naturally you have to look for higher. Maybe price wants to push back towards those previous daily highs, being that it's only Monday, right? So you have to keep that power of 3 in mind for the weekly chart and the daily chart. If price wanted to start the week off bullish, to go ahead and retest or sweep these levels up in this range and then continue lower to end the week, that's perfectly normal. We've seen that before. And then vice versa, if price wanted to start the week bearish, push lower, and then end the week bullish, we've seen that as well. All right, so just keeping an eye out on what price has interest in as we get through this 10 a.m. open. All right, I'm gonna mark off what previous week, previous day. And then you have this previous daily high, previous daily low, everything down here. Pretty much fair game. But I think price just wants higher on oil for now. I think they're going to get the most out of these oil prices until this war is over officially. All right, so now let's head over to YM, see what YM is looking like. We have this session level here, this Asia low, London high, yesterday's session high, which should be like the previous daily high. No, yeah, it is previous daily high there. What else we got? We got that weekly open. Look at the same thing, right? Look at how YM is slamming off of this weekly open. Really nice. Boom, boom, boom. EMA still pretty neutral on YM. Asia. All right, that looks good to me. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Let's see what we look like over here. Remove all these drawings, kid. All right, nice. So look at what's happening here. We're already taking out. Yeah, you can see the SMT. We're probably gonna end up going lower, if you ask me. 7 minutes until news. We're already taking out that London high on NAS, bouncing off that previous daily. We haven't even retested this weekly open over here on NASDAQ. So we're getting SMT on both ends, right? So it's very important to just chill right now. We could end up going higher, but let's look at the daily. Let's find some higher time frame targets if price wants higher here. Previous weekly high, previous daily already taken out. Previous daily low already taken out. So I mean, it's really giving both signs here. You can say the buys look good. You could also say the shorts look like they're shaping up as well. So we're just gonna wait it out here. Like I said, naturally I lean more towards the shorts because of how strong oil has been. That could make our job a lot easier if price sticks to that narrative. But for now, I'm just getting my charts ready. No trades so far. Boom, boom, boom. This is gonna go down as some sort of session liquidity. And then if we look at the weekly open, how does ES respond to it? We haven't tapped it either. We're underneath this previous daily high, currently fighting it right now. All right. But we took out the Asia high in London. London high still available. Previous weekly high sitting up here. Yeah, we're chilling, guys. Hopefully the shorts play out. I would love a short. Boom, 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 boom. 30 minute. 30 minute. 30 minute. All right, nice. So the one thing I will say is I'm noticing, all right, we take out this London high here on oil, right? We're jamming into this weekly open. If this level holds, price is going to push back down to this London low. And with that type of move, you're going to see these charts over here continue higher, and price could find a reason to continue towards these previous daily highs across the board. All right, you're getting SMT off of this weekly open here. Previous weekly highs, previous daily high, yeah. So I'm gonna drop to the 5 minute here. I have all my levels put in. 4 minutes until news. I wanna see how price responds to these. Let's do this. Let's clean up this chart a little bit. Let's pay attention to what is already shaping up, right? 10 a.m. could confirm what's already in motion, or it could invalidate it. So I want to know what's actually being printed right now that the market's open. All right. So first things first, we go to the 5 minute. And you'll see that at 9:30, all right, cool. 9:30, we have a drive higher. Tried to go lower here, only one candle. All right, notice if we close through here, you're about to get your first order block to go higher. And then if we close underneath here, this will lead to that bearish order block. All right, so we'll see what happens there. YM, 5 minute chart. What do you notice? We still haven't closed through any bearish candles just yet. And this is our 9:30 open right here. So we're chilling still. If price closes through here, essentially, it looks like a good order block to look out for. You try to go lower twice, right? You get this candle low, you get this drive, close through this high. That's a start of a flip the opposite way. All right. So it's starting to look like it might flip. 30 minutes over here on ES. Let's see. 9:30. All right, same exact candle, right? But this one's a little bit more aggressive. Similar to what we saw the other day. I remember seeing this, and I remember seeing NASDAQ was the first one yesterday, and there it is again. NASDAQ is already closed through this down close candle. It would be this candle over here for YM. Yeah, this might be bullish, guys. Depending on how 10 a.m. responds, this looks pretty bullish. Just waiting to see if ES can start closing through it as well. Because you'll notice at the lows, we have that 930 SMT, right? We take out this 645 low, take out 645. We also take out 340 on NQ. And then YM takes out all of these lows, right? So you see the divergence down in this area. And that's all I need to see to start building my trade idea. At the SMT there. Let me do this actually. EMA. Save my indicator. What do you know? 10 a.m. starting to push higher. It's almost too easy, bro. It's just you gotta wait for that confirmation, man. There we go. We're about to get this close in 13 seconds, and then you're gonna get this as your massive order block. My goodness, bro. This candle's way too big. Let's see if price wants to push back into it and manipulate. There we go. My goodness, bro. All right, so we're back in bullish territory here. You can see that this is likely going to take off here. See if we can get a deep drive or what. Man, this sucks, bro. I think it's going to take off without us. But news is literally, it's always this impulsive, right, for the most part. So we'll see at least some sort of drive back into here. And with this drive, I'm just looking for price to maintain this EMA and things of that nature. Excellent. There we go. So now you see this drive lower here. That's what you want to see. A decent retest here. I want to know which one's actually stronger. We got ES barely taking this low here. We got NASDAQ taking out this low significantly. So ES is going to be the slightly stronger one here. It's tough though, because ES, we did take out all these highs over here on ES. NASDAQ did the same. Everything's taking out highs for the most part. That's tough, bro. Which one's actually stronger? First 15 minutes of the market open. We push up, take those highs, push up. We made more highs on NASDAQ. We took out the 610 high, took out the 550 high, but I don't think we took out the 550 over here. We didn't. It's tough, man. It's like NASDAQ is stronger in both senses, right? NASDAQ pushed lower, but NASDAQ also made a better run to the upside. So I'll probably end up trading NASDAQ, but we'll see. We shall see, my friend. You're getting that drive back into this area here. Exactly how you would want to see it. If price is truly bullish, it'll respect this area. If it's bearish, you'll see it start ripping through, closing through, and then we'll have some targets down below. That make a lot of sense if you ask me. But you can make a case for both the buys and the shorts. So we'll see what happens here. There we go. That's nice. That's nice. That is nice. Deep drive here, retesting the EMA, retesting the boundaries of this range. Maybe even we get some sort of sweep or SMT at the lows here. But the bullish profile looks really nice right now. 930 opens, we push lower, right? Going into 930, we stop with the SMT and flip all of this, right? With this flip, you're just waiting for that retest. Same thing over here. Flip, retest. Actually, this might be ready to go right now. The more I look at it, this area right here might be ready, guys. This down close candle could be your catalyst for higher. Let me get ready. Because we had this drive here. We barely closed through it, though. That's the tough part. Boom, right here. 950 gets my attention. Wait, what? Right here. Yeah, 950. 950 to 955. Where's the structure within that? 950 to 955. Yeah. This would be your down close candle right here. Then you have ES. 930. Boom. Close through it. Pull back. 945. Yeah, it's a bit tricky. I would just wait. Or give me like... Yeah, once price starts flipping back bullish, I think I'm going to try this. 10 a.m. opened. Pushed up. Broke structure. Retesting this area right now. You got oil doing the same here. So let's see. Price can start flipping back above this. Look at it go. Yeah, you can see it. It's about to rip. It's about to rip, my friend. It's about to rip. How would I draw this up? You have this bearish candle here. 40, 50, I would say 60 points max. I don't know if I want to get in too late here. 60 points on the stop. You could target this high. It's pretty early in the session. If price is bullish, it'll take this high. 60 for 130. Nice. How many contracts would 60 points be? Let's see. 60 points would be half of 9 clear. So let's go 5 to make it 600. Not bad. Probably go 4 since it's a Monday. Yeah, slightly under 500. Add a couple points just because. Yeah, something like that. $526, 65 point stop. It's not bad. Let's see if price wants to start to flip here. Entry price would be probably above this EMA. Yeah, once we get above this 5-minute EMA. 65 point stop. 24,325. I'll type this up. $325. There goes that push. YM is ripping, isn't it? Look at it, bro. Some stuff is so funny, bro. It's hilarious. YM didn't waste any time. YM goes parabolic. ES already getting back above that EMA. And NASDAQ is the last one to the party. I don't even know if I want to buy NASDAQ now. I should probably buy ES. Let's see what happens here. Because we do have some down close candles in here now. If price holds these right here, then that's what I'm looking for. So we have a new down close candle to work with. There we go. So you see price filling this bearish candle gap here for the first time. You're expecting rejection. You see we're underneath the EMA, so we're still not in the clear to buy this yet. So that's exactly why I'm waiting. Then you see price create this new down close candle here on YM, even though we've already broken the EMA and all that good stuff. So this would be push up, pull back, close through that EMA here. And then you have, yeah, this down close candle. Maybe price pushes into it. You have still underneath that EMA, but then over here we closed above the EMA at 10.05. With that 10.05 close, I'm just looking for bearish candles that were broken. You can see we're about to hold this. We start running here. I'm going to take this. I am going to take it. 65 point stop. Entry would be 335-ish. Yeah, there it is. Let's see what happens here. Do we get a close or more rejection? Everything is pretty much already running, bro. Just being patient here. Did YM tap into here? No, it didn't. Gold. Oh, yeah. Gold is still bearish right now. So we had this. Yeah, this drive, this flip. Notice gold still hasn't flipped yet. So we might get a little bit of controversy in this area until gold is ready to go. Let's see if gold can flip. Looks like it's about to. Yeah, I'm going to take this. I'm going to buy that at 335. I'm gonna buy that there, my friends. Probably should have bought ES, but like I mentioned, everything looks pretty strong right now. Why is that already $100? Is that right? This EMA is gonna be a problem, as you can see here. But let's just put a stop in. It's my first attempt at the longs. I'm willing to take 2 stabs on this one. I like how this order block held up here. My stop is underneath it. Like I mentioned, ES may be the better one, bro. Look at it. ES isn't even pulling back at all. Look at oil, show that weakness. We should see some life here. Yeah, we should see some life. YM showed a lot of bullish. I mean, not YM. NASDAQ showed a lot of bullishness coming into this session. We had YM give us a lot of weakness. So if YM was able to push up aggressively as it has been, and you see there's no interest of going lower on YM, we should see some good movement here across all 3 charts. But ideally, I should have went ahead and bought ES. ES would have had a massive stop loss though. But you still get a decent risk to reward. 5-minute chart. Strong push off of this EMA. NASDAQ, I need to see NASDAQ. There we go, yeah. We see some speed off of NASDAQ. We should be good here. Price did I get? 37s. This is tough because look at YM, bro. This is the stuff that makes trading hard, bro, because YM is the one that was the weakest. Yet YM completely rips through after tapping this zone. And after this high is taken, YM could cause a massive reversal. So I got to put an alert up here, manage my trade wisely, knowing that once this high is taken, it could literally reverse. Just got to be smart. You're anticipating that that's not the case. You're anticipating that NASDAQ and ES should be able to take this high right here. So I'll add alerts across at least ES and YM. But we're dealing with a monster here. Gold is still fighting for his life to get back above this EMA here. Man, but gold is probably going to be a lot more choppy. You know, we haven't taken out anything on gold. We didn't take out London's low. We didn't take out London's high. Let's take a look at silver while we wait. Silver, have you taken out anything? No, see, silver is still stuck in that range. Yeah, look at the equal highs left at London's high here. I would anticipate this to rally here, back to these highs here. Let's add an alert there. If gold can't take London's high, silver should be able to. Notice the consolidation in Asia and London for the most part. Yeah, we're officially looking for higher here. Yes, it looks good, man. So essentially, when you look at this 5-minute push higher, it all came down to this yellow area here. All right, once price tapped into the green zone, what did you notice? We started closing through bearish candles on the 1 minute, and then we got a solid retest and a continuation. So your buy signal was right around 10-11. And then from 10-11, you're looking for these areas right here to hold. Put your stop underneath them, about 15 points, and then target the high. There really isn't much up in this area, you know what I mean? So it's like we need all the charts to continue to be bullish because we've already taken out London's high. Okay, Friday's high on YM was taken out as well. So this is tough, bro. Like, you need to see gold show some strength here in order to continue higher. There we go. There we go. We need to see that. Silver being held down by this EMA. We need to see both of these charts get above this EMA here. And that should give a nice bit of momentum here. If we can't get back above here, maybe a tough trade. Maybe a fake out. But realistically speaking, what happened at 10 a.m.? We pushed up, made a new high, and then attempted to go lower. With this attempt to go lower, you want to see price close above 10 a.m. here. Like we're seeing, price is above 10 a.m. right now on YM. And you want to see price hold above 10 a.m. Right? With this 10 a.m. level, you want to see this serve as support to reach higher, right? You don't want to see price show any interest under 10 a.m. now that we've pushed higher, traded underneath 10 a.m., gave a nice drive, a good attempt to go lower here, right? And then failed to go lower, respect the EMA, respect this 930 order block. Now you want to see this high right here become the draw. And if you're looking, you're like, all right, well, what else is above this high? You have this level here, the previous daily high, which would be your liquidity. All right, so very mechanical setup. You just look for that follow through across. There it is. Okay, yeah, we should be solid now. I need silver to show that same energy and we should be good. And then I got in, like I said, a little bit later here around 38s, 39s. It's so weird. This is tough, bro. I really think I should have bought ES. But realistically speaking, like, all of them are pretty bullish. So you're probably going to be the last one to the party trading in Q, but you never know because there's no way you could have guessed that YM would have been the first one to take this high. There's no way. Somehow YM is ripping right now. Silver still behind the barrel here. Not sure why we haven't broken this EMA yet on silver. Let's go take a look at oil. Oil dumping off of this order block. Really nice, right? Everything pretty solid right now. We're looking for that rush high. There it is. All right, come on, give us. This is scary, bro. Why is YM so strong right now? I'll delete this alert because we've already. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we've already taken out this high once over here. Or no, we didn't. Wait, did we? That's strange, right? So this yeah, we already took it out. Yeah, we already took out this high on the way down. All right, there we go. Showing some life here, but still nothing over here. This sucks, bro. This actually sucks. I want to see NASDAQ take this high before ES, to be honest. This sucks, man. We are stuck in a mousetrap here. We don't know if we're going to make it through or not. Look at this wake off of here, bro. This sucks, bro. But realistically, I think gold is our friend here. I think at least hold this trade until gold makes at least some sort of intermediate high. And same thing over here, at least until we see these lows here taken out, these relative equal lows over here on oil. I think we have to remain bullish, man. Which sucks, but this is gonna be a headache, bro. Because YM takes this high, we get immediate rejection off of the high. We don't understand why YM is so much stronger than the others. So it could be a red flag. It also could be a green flag. It also could be telling us that if YM was able to show this strength and YM was the weakest one going into the 930 open, we should see a lot of life show up here. You know what I mean? But no way for us to really know until this trade is over. Come on, come on. If you guys can hear the screaming 2-year-old, I'm sorry. He just does that. He just does that. Trump expected to remove more members from his administration. Nothing crazy there. Just notice how price just decides to stand still now that YM takes this high. All right, there you go. Keep going. Let's see. I'm looking on YouTube here, looking for people who are in trades. Got a couple buyers, but I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. It's like everything says we should be bullish except this reaction right here. Says we're probably going to pull back. I don't know. I might have to just walk away and hope for the best here because the hard work is done. We've identified what the potential draw should be. And then if you sit here and watch these candles, they'll find a way to get under your skin. Because we did sell off a lot here. So a pullback could be imminent. Yep, there goes the unnecessary aggressiveness lower. Just so that this right here can go. Let's see the 1 minute. Have this up close candle here, close through it. Bearish candle here, maybe fill in this gap and go lower, but you have this area right here, which makes the most sense. This bearish candle right next to the EMA. Yeah, bro, some stuff is just, it's like they force you to just sit through nonsense. Yeah, it's just a scam, bro. We might get scammed, guys. Just know, like, the one thing that makes me cringe is when you get these slow grinds in the right direction, but when price wants to go the wrong way, like, for example, this bearish candle, let's say price isn't bearish. Why is price able to drop? Let's see how many points this is. Price is able to drop 178 points in the wrong direction in no time, right? But the proper direction takes 17 hours. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's the ultimate scam with trading. It'll pay the bad direction, the wrong direction. It'll pay it out instantly. Quick drop, quick sweep, quick stop out. But then when you're on the right side, you have to sit here all day and second guess yourself for hours. When you're right, you're not even wrong. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why trading is a scam. It's designed to do that. So it's designed to weigh on your mental capacity and test your patience every single second of the move. And yeah, that's just, and I know that. That's the crazy part. I know that, and it's still hard to hold trades like this. Because I know that at any moment we can get another unnecessary drop just to stop out the buyers. And then right after they get stopped out, it pushes right back higher. And there's nothing you can do about it, but maybe try to get in again. Well, hey, man, once we take out this high here, I think I'm going to just go break even, because if it stops me out at break even, I can get a better entry. It'll probably try to take out your stop loss. So monitoring this high, silver is a big factor here. Let's take a look at silver. Silver needs to be showing life. There we go. Have we broken that EMA yet? Not too convincingly yet. We need to see a strong move past this EMA here. And then I'll start considering protecting my trade. Once we start breaking that 10 a.m. high, you're going to see a pullback, watch. An unnecessary pullback. So lame, bro. It's hard to watch. Like, that's the part that makes me cringe. Like, I don't want to see nothing like this, but I have to sit here and at least wait until this high is taken before I walk away and protect the trade. Swear, it's like, I don't know, man. Logic it makes no sense, bro. We could have bought YM. It would have been nothing to buy YM. We drove down into here. I think it was this 950. Yeah, it was this candle right here that I was watching. We closed through it. So I'm like, all right, we need to create a new one. You know what I mean? We closed through this down close candle, which would have been where I would have wanted to see price retest and hold. It broke it. And then it creates a couple new ones, but then it doesn't really retest. Maybe retest this one. But that one wasn't the most extreme one. I would have wanted this one down here to retest for me to buy YM. But at the same time, I'm like, why would I buy YM if YM is the one that's taking out lows? It's crazy. YM beats us to the high. Silver starting to show some life here. Still nothing crazy. Gold still underneath that 10 a.m. high. We need to see a burst. This is so lame, bro. Here comes the hesitation. We saw a lot of rejection. Hold on. All right, so here we go. If we get more rejection off of this level, it's over with, bro. I think it's just begging us to hold this so it can dump on you. This has been 15 minutes of absolute nothingness. And then if you look at NASDAQ refuses to break this 5-minute candle range here. It's about to try to sweep you out, waste your time before something happens. I don't know, man. Yes, over here, notice what we reject. We reject this Wednesday PM session high. Got a massive candle off of it. Now we're barely tapping it, and look at all the selling pressure coming off of it. Yeah, welcome to the world of scamming activity, where the weakest asset gets the strongest move, knowing people aren't buying the weaker one. And then the strongest asset can't even break a simple. Yeah, bro, I think I want to get out of this. I'll just wait for it to start pushing back towards break even and just get out. Because if it gets down in here again, it'll probably push down in here. And if this level holds a second retest, then I could buy it again, maybe at a better price. But you can see something's not right here. It's almost just begging for a random drop. And then you see YM over here. It keeps pretending like it wants to break this level. Yet every time we close a 5-minute candle, where does it end up? Underneath previous resistance, which is that previous daily high. It sucks, bro. It sucks. Like you can't make this up, man. All right, yeah. So this is where either price starts to scam legit now, or it's gonna just speed up because we're seeing that burst on everything but the ones that we're trading. So yeah, just be ready for the scam activity. Hold on, let me update VIP. It's about to scam us. It's about to scam as much as possible, especially when you know that the market is really not bullish. That's the sad part. They got us in buys as if it really wants to go higher. Yeah, bro. I'm so done with this, bro. I might if this doesn't really give a clean transition here, I may just walk away for today. That way I don't even waste my time, bro. This has no reason to be doing what it's doing, except to scam you out of your money. That's the only explanation right now. And there it is. Yeah, let me get out of here, bro. Move to break even. Get out of this ridiculous scam activity before you lose. Move to BE. Price is scamming. Yep. I'm gonna cut my risk down to essentially nothing. $50, $60. I swear, bro, some stuff is just like, some stuff is really just a waste of time, and there's nothing you could do about it. How is this even possible, bro? Like, what's the point of it? Yeah, Get me out of here. It's about to stop us out. There's no other way to put it. So just lower risk and accept that the market is choosing to go sideways instead of I just wish there's a way I could get a heads up so I don't even trade on days like this. See these session highs? Why are these? There it is. There it is. Uh-oh. Be careful. Did it stop me? No. There goes those random. Yeah. There it is. Get out of it. There it is. There it is, guys. There it is. It's almost guaranteed. It's almost guaranteed. There it is. There it is. Now be careful because price will like melt nonstop here. It'll just keep going. There it is. Good job. You see how stupid it is? It's so predictable that it's a scam. Thankfully, I've been trading long enough to understand what's about to happen. So now the question is, does price hold up here and give you the same exact trade, same exact rejection here? Or is price about to go completely opposite, parabolic for the shorts now that we've taken out this high? Right? That's the $1 million question. Price takes out this high, SMT off the high. Silver is clearly not strong enough to do anything bullish. Over here, we see the stronger pairs not even able to make a new high, right? So I would even argue that the shorts are about to be way easier than the buys. Can't tell me I didn't know it was going to do that, though. Now I'm wondering, do we actually go lower, or is it about to just try to waste time before going higher? All right, so here we go. Look at where price stops magically at the same exact level. But now we have this massive bearish candle to read. So that gives us at least a point of interest here. Bro, look at this, bro. It better not, bro. I promise you it better not. Taps right into this area. I think it's going to try to go lower, though. Watch. Let's see, but gold didn't break anything. Oh, yes, it did. You get a 1 minute market structure shift. You get this 1 minute bearish candle here with a bearish gap. Price tapping into it. Let's see if it holds. Wow. 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 This is so stupid, bro. This is about to go back bullish. Look at YM. YM showed no type of rejection. What is this doing, bro? Silver back above. Silver is strong. Yeah, we get a strong close back above here. It's just a prolonged buy. What is wrong with this, bro? What is wrong with this? Dude? Some stuff is just for the birds. Now we're gonna have to get a terrible entry price because once we close through this body, which is about to, it's telling you oh no, look at it. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just wait this out. Yeah, let's just wait this out. Go 5 minute chart here. Something's not right. Something's not right here. EMA rejection like no other. Look at it go, guys. And then if you look at oil, which I should just open a new tab for oil. What's up with oil? Oh my goodness, oil is rejecting like If this closes with a bearish, strong bearish candle, it's not going higher. Oil is going lower. Gold is showing some bullish characteristics, rejecting this EMA. Silver is still trying to get above it. It's just taking its time here. So let's see. But these over here are failing nicely. Bearish gap, like I mentioned, price pushes into it. What happens? Completely absorbs. Notice what just happened. Yeah, this is lower, bro. I'm not falling for it. Until we can get back above this bearish candle open price, it's gonna dump lower. And then YM, the only thing is YM broke it like no problem, didn't it? Oh no, YM, look at it. Look at how precise this is, bro. And it's gonna sit here and pretend to be bullish. Like, get out of here, bro. The weird thing is gold already closed through it. Silver already closed through it. Here we're getting rejection off of here. But that 1 minute chart is not really your friend, bro. I don't know, bro. I think it's so bullish that it wants to scam out as many buyers before it delivers. But you just gotta be careful, man, before you take another trade. Look at that EMA. But there's no coincidence in this area here. That's the part that's getting me. What's up with the respect off of this level here? Gold, what are you doing? Oh yeah, that's a wrap. That is a wrap. Look at the rejection. Look at the turn. Look at it, bro. And this, like I mentioned, bro, you can't take anything for granted when you're reading these charts. Why was YM way up here? It's like it has to be manipulation. If NASDAQ can't get up there, if ES can't get up there, it turns into complete manipulation. The exact definition of manipulation. That's exactly what you should expect to see. So now I'm like, all right, go to 5 minute chart, 5 minute chart, 5 minute chart, 5 minute chart. What is happening? Oil is flipping back to the upside. YM, 5 minute chart. Still above the EMA somehow, bro. It's like, is it really bearish or is it just pretending to be? We're gonna find out here shortly. 5 minute chart, boom, boom, boom. Notice we still haven't closed through here. This is the most important up close candle. This is that swing low. If price is unable to break these, which is still holding this order block here. Maybe price gets through this bearish candle, which is gray right now, and then closes back above that EMA. Then I'll consider the buys again. Some stuff is really, I don't know if I really want to trade this, guys. Like, why do you have to do all of this to go lower? And if you're bullish, this is the most scamish buy you could ask for. I don't know, bro. Because it's starting to turn into a barcode. We haven't gone anywhere since 9:30. We swept the high. All right, whatever. You had your chance to break structure, failed to break. You push higher. You give a clean area of interest, which seems to still be holding up. Same thing over here. And I'm not buying NASDAQ. If I do buy again, I will be buying ES or YM. It's like, bro, get out of here. Remember, this was the zone that price decided to retest on the way up. Look what happens. Price taps into it, shows a lot of strength off of it. We still have this bearish candle. I'll make this red. A strong close through here is pretty much what you would want to see if you're bullish. Just look at it go, bro. It's doing all of this movement while oil and gold do nothing. Silver might be the only one telling the truth today. Silver has shown no signs of bullishness all morning. Just keeps slamming off the EMA, slamming off the EMA. Yeah, silver may be the one that's telling the truth here. Either silver's waiting for gold to break out higher, or silver is never going to break out and it's going to pull price lower. Bro, look at this, bro. Just look at it go. Just look at it go. I'm so glad I can see this stuff for what it is. Normally, I would have been holding this like, bro, why isn't it going higher? YM is the reason. Look at this. It's just weird because on this move lower for oil, we haven't taken out anything. Tap into this down close candle though. I'll give it that. Definitely holding this area. And then you close through here at 1035. So 1035 to 1040. And then you create this 1035 down close candle. That seems to be holding up. Seems to be holding up pretty nicely there. But look at the EMA now. EMA is slamming price lower. We're getting a bounce out of this same order block here that we had highlighted. It's back above 10 a.m. Just don't buy NASDAQ. That's the key here if you're going to be a buyer, because you're starting to see SMT once again. And YM seems like the best candidate here. And then for gold, what did we see? We saw the 5-minute tap into here, start flipping. 1015 was the biggest bullish move. Look at that. You get this 1015 down close candle. 5-minute chart. Over here, boom. Look at that. We never show any signs of buying over here. It's hard to even take gold serious right now. I would much rather just wait for price to just go bearish, bro. Look at the 10 a.m. rejection here. All right, so yeah, if we're going bearish, let me start drawing it up. It's going to be off of this up close candle right here. If this candle doesn't break, that's your bearish profile. How do we know? We get this only attempt to go higher, get slapped in the face. All right. Get slapped in the face. What happens? You get SMT off of this 1040 candle, yes or no? 1040. 1040, nope. Didn't take anything there, but over here, I'm sure we did. No, we didn't, bro. There's no SMT off that candle, guys. In other words, I don't think that's going to be. I think it's about to go back bullish. The only attempt we had to go higher here, unless you count this, right? Then you would have to say that this is your order block here. not the lower one. Because at 1020, we did take out this 945 high. 945. Yeah, we took out 955, 1020. We didn't take out any highs, but if YM did at 1020, yeah. So this would be your order block. But I just don't see it, bro. I just don't see it. I think if you're gonna buy, bro, I think if you just let's see. Let's just wait. I think the buys are still okay. Based on how silver and gold over here are trying to reestablish this momentum off of the EMA. YM getting back above. I think I'm gonna drop a buy on YM here. This is tough, bro. Let's get this EMA. Let's get this EMA here. Yeah, let me type this up and get ready for it. It's not gonna be on NQ. I'm thinking more. Oh, look at ES. Yeah, this might crash. I just don't understand why we're still holding this level here. Yeah, this might crash. This might crash. Gold is retesting a bunch of nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna just give it some time, bro. Just give it some time here. I don't know what's happening. Because this could be the most obvious short, or it could be a delayed buy. All right, so you really gotta just be smart about your patience here. I like how 10 a.m. is holding up here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it like this. If we're still above, yeah, we're still above the EMA on YM. We tap into this key level here. I'm looking for a valid entry confirmation. Yeah, I just don't see it, bro. Yeah, I just don't see it yet. I would say this is gonna be my confirmation here. A strong close through this 5-minute candle here would be fair enough for me to try a buy on YM. I don't want to buy anything else. I can get in with like a 90-point stop here. Yeah, I'm convinced now that we are oh wait, no, take that back. Take that back. What's going on ES? 5-minute chart. Yeah, I need to see a closure through this right here. Because what that'll give me is we're above the EMA and we get a strong close through this down close candle right here. Same thing over here, above the EMA, strong close through the down close candle. And not only are we above the EMA, right? We have a retest of the same area that gave confirmation earlier in the day. And price is still showing bullishness off of that area. I just need like a 5-minute flip here of a bearish candle plus EMA support. So that's what I'll wait for. It's just so lame to sit here and know that price may want to be extremely bullish, but it just doesn't want to pay you until it's ready. It's so stupid. Ideal entry price 46,844. Buy YM. Oh, don't run away. How many contracts is this? It looks like one contract on the mini. Yeah, 10 micros. Yeah, 95-point stop. We're gonna target 1.5 here. 46,842. I mean 46,843. 46,000. Micro 5 points. There goes more hesitation. Oh, this is ugly, bro. 95 for 140. Come on, give us this closure, please. Going in with one contract there. ES looking good, somewhat, not even the best, but somewhat decent. You just need a strong close here. Like, what is the holdup, bro? I don't know, man. Are we gonna close through it? Still have a minute left. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. What about the 1 minute? Did we close through it on the 1 minute yet? 45. Not necessarily. This is just a waste of people's life, bro. Just look at it. It's like it's so pinpoint with the wasting of time. It'll go exactly to certain areas just to stop right there, knowing that it doesn't want to go past it. Like, for example, let's say this is the bottom. Was there really any need for price to push way up here and then turn the way it did? You know what I mean? Same thing here. We're pushing all the way to the extreme of this 5 minute candle and then turning. Imagine if it sails off from here. What is the point of doing all of that? Oh no, man. But it's starting to look like it's maybe thinking about going higher, but at the same time, we're still in the same place on every single chart. And it's like it's giving you these little small pieces of bullishness just to keep you bullish so it can sell off on you. Like, what is this, bro? Like, gold and silver going nowhere. YM still chilling. Let's see. If we can get a strong close through this obvious rejection here on the 1 minute, then I'll consider it. But right now, it's looking like a dud. Excuse me. I wonder what everybody else on the markets are thinking right now. Everyone's probably like, bro, what is happening? I don't know. I think it might be over with, though. The one thing I'm noticing is when the market is in the beginning of these 5 minute candles, like right now, still 3 minutes left. Look how bullish it looks. But then towards the end of that candle, it's going to be way down here, another wick showing you that price is really just faking out higher, right? You can't really believe price is strong until it starts closing. All right, here we go. Come on. Maybe a 2 minute candle close. Yeah, I'll wait for a 2 minute candle close through this resistance because that 1 minute chart is extremely frustrating at times. Come on, YMski. 5 minute. Like I said, right? 2 minutes, 40 seconds left. Let's see how this candle closes. Watch it just magically end up way back down here again. Silver, look at it. Yeah, this is a dud. This is beyond a dud. But it's tough to even say because all of this movement on the other charts, look at oil. It's doing absolutely nothing. But it's still underneath this EMA, right? So you can't even say that oil is bullish. You can't even say that oil is bullish just yet, right? Look at this, bro. Yeah, nah. I don't think I can buy this. I would much rather just short it. It keeps doing the same thing. You get so much bullish energy until the candle's about to close. Look at it, bro. Look at it, bro. Like, who taught you how to scam so much, bro? And now look, this range right here is a bunch of nothingness for silver. So you can't tell me this is bullish or bearish. I don't care who you are, right? Here, at least you get a break, but we don't close through this high too strongly. We got a small close. Now you're pushing right back into the same order block that should hold up. But I think I'm done with the buying. Let's look for the shorts. The shorts are going to get much easier deliveries. If you're buying, you're going to be in that trade all day, hoping that it doesn't stop you out. It's hilarious, kid. Did we tap into this 1020? Nah. The weird part is, right, if you're looking at YM, why is it continuing to hold this every time you get this fake drop? Every time price sold off, it taps right into the same order block that sent price higher, and it never breaks it. So it's like, are you really bearish, kid? Or are you just stealing money right now? I gotta get up this 1 minute. The 1 minute makes you feel like something's about to happen, but I don't think anything's about to happen. 5 minute, really clean rejection here. You need to see a strong close through this red line, like I mentioned. But the catch is it's not breaking any lower. It just keeps rejecting to waste time. Why is that, right? That's what you should be asking yourself. Why does price feel the need to reject and not go lower? What's the holdup? We have 11 o'clock opening right now. Okay, if price wanted to wait for that, all right, let's see. Let's see if price wants to start showing some bullishness now. That might be the case, right? Maybe price was just waiting for 11 a.m. to show its true colors. We know that's a thing. That can happen at times. Wait for a new 30-minute candle before showing its real move. Okay. What do you also notice about this drive lower? 1045, massive SMT. Doesn't even bother taking out this 1005 low on ES. So you're getting that manipulation factor. Now all you need is that breaker structure to follow through. 1045 candle takes out 1005. Same thing over here. 1045 candle doesn't take out anything. And the original bullish areas are still holding up. Even with this SMT, right? You see price push down into this bearish candle. You get a small move underneath it, barely sweep this low, and then completely flip. Nice. So yeah, I would just want to see either price close underneath this down close candle again. These series of up close candles, we get a strong close underneath here, I would be 100% bearish. But if price can maintain this area that it's currently floating in and then start closing above this red line, I like higher. I just need to be looking at ES and YM only. There goes more speed after more chop after more chop. Could you consider this your break? I guess you could. The only thing is it never breaks the wick high, but it does give you a series of down close candles twice. You do get SMT off of this one. And if you're drawing it up based off of that, you could say we had this drive lower SMT. We closed through the body price, even though we didn't break the wick. Close to that body price. And then you still have this bearish candle as your support, which seems to be pretty decent. But I feel like we're trying to make sense out of nothing right now. Market really doesn't even want to go anywhere. Okay, here we go. We're starting to push above here. Showing some strength on oil. We got this 2 candle drive low. Look at that. Yeah, we got a 2 candle drive lower here. So at 1025 is where things start to shift. 1025. It's tough, bro. I don't know if I really want this. I think the key is to just wait for a clean short. Right now, the shorts aren't too clean. But maybe we just tap into one of these. Let me see, man. Got this up close candle. I guess we did. We 1030. 1030. And 1030. Yeah. I would say that this is starting to become not worth trading. All right, cool. So I'm officially down for the shorts. Take a look at gold, watch it free fall. Take a look at silver, no interest in higher. Take a look at oil breaking out. Take a look at everything. The shorts, like, I'm waiting for this stupid accumulation zone to break, but if you break it down right, what do we see? We see the same thing we were looking for on the buys, but we see it to the short side as well. That's going to be 4 contracts, so that'll be 2 ES, right? Oh no, we could short M and Q. M and Q is the weaker one, yeah. So it'll be 2 M and Q. All right, cool. So yeah, I'm looking for the shorts here, and what I want to see is we're still underneath this EMA, which is good, but this area up at the top here is what gets my attention, right? We see the SMT after this high was taken on YM, right? That's all I'm looking at. How did price respond after this high was taken? You go to the 5-minute, you'll see price put in this bullish candle, close through it, tap it really quickly, and then continue lower. And then here is where we start breaking through those bullish candles on the 5-minute again, right? So this 1045 candle is where I'm looking for structure to hold, right? And what do you notice? Right at 1045, we push back to that red line that I marked out. It taps into the high 3 different times, fails to break it. It looks like it's just accumulating and it should dump lower. And then everything else is in agreement, right? We see the same thing, SMT off that high, closure through it, push into this area, retested it, and then start closing through bullish candles. Once we close through that bullish candle, I'm looking at the high of this 5-minute candle, and I want to know how price responds in this bearish range. And you see price is just slowly bleeding lower here. So I'm just looking for another decent closure underneath these lows here so that maybe we catch the breakout, because this range seems pretty tight right now, but everything is pretty much in sync. SMT, closure through it, tap into it, push underneath this bearish candle range right here, which I have highlighted with this red line as the high. You'll notice that price pushes up into it, puts this up close candle at the high, and price is unable to get through it for the most part. And then here we go. I'm gonna try this short. Let's see here. I'm just waiting for a decent move, man. And I don't want to be on that 1 minute. That 1 minute just keeps wicking and doing stupid stuff. So I'm looking for like a 2-minute close around 287s. Same thing on ES, a nice close here. YM, you see it keep playing games, bro. If it really takes too long, I may not even short it, bro. It just seems like something's not right, man. Like, what's the holdup? This is crazy, bro. I wish I had somebody sitting next to me that could just like be like, yo, this is not what you want to trade, bro. Let me help you out here. Let me turn off your computer.
Yo, what's up, man? How you?
Because I still sit here and I give price a chance to redeem itself as if it's gonna just flip a switch and stop being choppy, which we've seen it do before. That's the hard part, right? We've seen price chop, and then start expanding. So we're like, man, are we gonna catch this expansion, or do I get in this trade and do I get chopped up? I don't know, and that's the part where it's like, man, I do like lower though. We have SMT on every asset. We have gold taking out this high. We have silver showing no signs of bullishness. We have oil pushing back, respecting this order block here that created the move higher, flipping the EMA, retested the EMA, still bullish, right? We have YM, which was never supposed to be able to take this high first, takes the high and completely dies off. Relative equal lows in the picture. You know what I mean? I'm like, look at these. Look at this. You take these relative equal highs, slam lower, break structure, and now we're just accumulating. I like all of this stuff down here. All right, there we go. We're starting to see some speed here finally. My goodness, bro. Keep an eye on YM. I want to see YM get underneath 10 a.m. But for whatever reason, look at it. Imagine this ends up selling off. What's the point of rejecting 10 a.m. 15 times if it's not going to hold? Other than, you know, to scam you out of your money. It's crazy, kid. All right, here we go. Showing some speed lower here. I'm gonna tap this if we could push. I might as well just put my all right, so order filled. Let's see if we can catch a bloodbath here. Let's see if we can catch a bloodbath here. YM still hasn't broken 10 a.m. Unbelievable, bro. It's genuinely unbelievable how it's just continues to hold this level. But everything else looks extremely weak, man. Let's get this sell-off, kid. Let's get this sell-off, kid. $1.4 would be about 90 points. All right, guys, I think I'm about to be done here. If this pushes back up and wastes any more time, I don't want it. It can fall without me. It's confirming that price just doesn't want to go nowhere. Like, what is the deal? Oh, what is the deal, bro? I need you to jump. Like some stuff is just like, bro. I understand if this was like 9:30, 10 a.m. But it's 11:30 and we still haven't gone anywhere. We get one move lower and immediately stop going. Like, give us one of those 100-point moves so we can get out of here. I don't get it, bro. What is it doing? We just saw this crazy bounce on silver for no reason. Yet, when you had the chance to go higher, you failed to go higher. We see oil doing nothing but going higher. It's like we should be trading oil. This move right here should be equivalent to what we see over here. I hate that it's able to move so strongly on this chart. So much volume over there. Look at YM. If YM gives a better sell, I'll cry, bro. Okay, there we go. Some sort of volume, but we were just here literally 5 minutes ago and it decided to stop for no reason. I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. It's like it's begging you to like throw your computer. Like, go do something. Here we go again. More wick activity for no reason. At least take the low before you decide to be weird. I don't know, bro. The moment we start taking highs over here on oil, just close out your trade, bro. Because this is, you know what? I might just get out of here. Yeah. I'm actually going to protect my trade. Get out of here. Because it's not going nowhere. Watch. This low right here has been begging to be taken. And it just won't take it. YM on the other hand. Yeah, I think I'm done. So. I think I'm done here, my friends. It's about to push up randomly. It's magically bouncing on thin air here. No lows being taken out. It's 11:36. Yeah, just look at it, bro. Silver slams lower. That's crazy to me, man. There's nothing telling you to buy this, guys. Gold absolutely dumping. Yeah, we have to sit here and deal with nothing. Absolutely nothing right now. We take out one low and immediately pull back. Yeah, I don't think I want to deal with this. It's just not for me. Let's see. Yeah, if we get through this EMA here, I'm done. So I'm just going to go ahead and start taking my money off the table before price tries to scam us. This is just wasting a ton of time right now. A ton of it. How is it doing this? Gold, good job. At least let's see if gold gives. Not really. Gold really didn't give much. YM still underneath here. holding this 10 a.m. level over and over just to waste time. ES, slow grind lower. NASDAQ should be the weakest one of them all. But we're still seeing bullishness after each low is taken. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I think I'm just gonna wrap it up here because it looks like YM's gonna be the best sell. But YM is hitting this 5-minute EMA really nicely. All right, where's the 5-minute EMA on ES? Pretty far away. 5-minute EMA, pretty far away. That's crazy, bro. That is like legitimately crazy. We're gonna take out these lows here on gold before we even take them out on NASDAQ. Someone said Trump is speaking today. Let me go look up that real quick. Because the market literally could be waiting. Today's the 6th. Market could literally just be waiting for Trump to say something stupid. Trump speaking. Trump holds news conference. Bro, look at this, bro. Yeah, let me get out of here. Oh, wait, it still hasn't hit that. What about that 2-minute? I don't want to see price break this 2-minute EMA. Way too much selling pressure in the market. So if it gets past this 2-minute, I'm done. And I'll have a great day off the charts. It's not supposed to be this strong. We did take one low, but realistically, it's not bullish. So if it tries to go bullish, it's gonna stop hunt. It's not even trying to go to new highs. It'll just push up to make people afraid to hold their short. You know what I mean? So I don't really care for it if we get past this 2-minute EMA here. See, the EMA was broken a couple times. Push lower. If you want to retest it and continue, that's fine, but you want to see a strong move off of here. You don't want to see price get comfortable above it. And it just looks like it's not really going anywhere. So President Trump's holding a news conference April 6th at 1 p.m. So, yep, that's what the market's waiting for. Well, maybe it sells off until then, right? It can't just sit here, you would think, but it looks like it is. You know what? Let's get ready to get out of here, man. Yeah, I'm out of that. Call it a day here. I don't care enough to even give the market a chance to steal my money. Trump speaking at 1 p.m. Let me let VIP know. I'm out early here, guys. Yep, looks like the market has lost its brain. There's no brain in the market. It's brainless until Trump speaks. Look at this, bro. How is this even legal? This should be considered scamming. You should be able to sue the stock exchange for scamming when you see stuff like this. What is this? I don't know. I'm out of here though, guys. I would advise you guys to just be safe, man. I got a couple of sell signals. One would have been here with this closure. We respected here, closed through this low. I like the shorts underneath this red line. That's why I took that short. You see price taking out lows and refusing to go any further, showing you that consolidation is more important right now. So unfortunately, today's going to be just a scrap day, which is better than a losing day, right? So can't really complain. Had this 1 minute level in here. Yeah, I remember buying it here. Had a decent amount of profit. Price turns around. We go break even. So essentially 2 break even trades. Yeah, so I'll draw this up, put it in the chat. I took a buy here. And we were up. Now that I think about it, bro, I was up a good amount of money, maybe like 300, 400 bucks on this trade. But it's all good. Nobody cares. I don't care. Stuff like this, you can't even make this up, bro. Somehow YM makes a new high before everything else. Get out of here. Somehow let me just stop looking at this. None of this makes sense, guys. So if you did lose money today, don't blow your account, right? Take your small loss or whatever the case may be and just wait for a better session. Let me draw this up and I am out of here happily. Back into this zone here. We had a buy there. And then a short here. Boom, 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 boom. And that's that. Drop this in the chat. As you can see, sometimes it's more to it than just knowing where the market wants to go. The market can pretend like it wants to go somewhere for hours, stop what it's doing, pretend like it wants to go a different direction, stop what it's doing, and then eventually do nothing over a price has been in this same area literally since 5 a.m. It's been ranging since 5 a.m. All right, so be smart, man. See if tomorrow gives a better trading session. It's mainly because of this war, bro, and Trump. So we may be stuck with this type of price action until the war is over. And then tomorrow we're gonna have guest traders. Start doing more collab streams. See if anybody wants to join the stream. Obi's gonna be joining us tomorrow. See how that goes. But yeah, if you guys stream while you're trading, just hit me up. We'll see if we can set up a collab stream and have more people on the stream, you know? But yeah, that's tomorrow. I'll catch you guys same time tomorrow, 9:40. Be safe, guys. God bless.